Hey, welcome to the channel, team. As always, man, I'm stoked to see you. I'm going to give you everything that you need to know in order to pass the promotion board in 2021, or if you're going to a competition board, I'm going to break that down as well. So hang on tight. Everything is changing, but nothing really is, if you just think about it for a few minutes. But in this video, man, I'm going to tell you all the things, the initiatives that are coming in 2021 that are going to drive you to success, or they're going to drive you off the road and to be kicked out of the board. So in this video, I'm going to break things down between specialists who's appearing before the sergeant promotion board, and for the sergeants who are appearing before the staff sergeant board. And we'll also talk about, some things on the back end for competitions. So you can feel free to jump around back and forth as you see fit. Right, and if this is what you're into, friends, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you can stay up to date on some future content. And I gotta tell you, if you want even more professional development you can shake a stick at, then click up here on the link to Bill Stoker. That's my other page, or I'll have a link down in the description, which is chock full of actual board questions, professional development. Man, it's NCOPD on YouTube from me straight out to you. So make sure you check that one out as well. Right, and so if you're a specialist, man, what do you need to know? And I gotta tell you, man, so much of it is still gonna always come back down to the 2-minute drill. That's what I call the 2-minute drill. It's from the time that you knock on the door until the time that your butt is in the seat. How you look, how you march, how you report, how you say your creeds, how you say your bio. All of that paints so much of a picture, man. And if you're a 90% go there, you're probably 100% go for the board. But you have to come in with confidence, man. You need to rehearse it. Rehearse those first 2 minutes. Reporting, moving like a soldier. Saying the creeds with a little bit of passion, with a little bit of gusto. Saying your bio the same way. If you stumble through your bio, man, you're setting yourself up for failure. From there, the board members are going to have some different expectations of you than what we're going to have on the sergeants. Of course, none of this is official, right? None of this is official. This is just my looking at the glass ball, if you will, based off of almost 20 years experience and being in the seat right now. So I have different expectations of you as a specialist than I do of the sergeant. But what you need to know, you do need to know the book, right? Eat the book. But eat your situational questions as well. And that's why I think my other channel is going to be so helpful and beneficial for you. Because I will run through individual situational questions for every single subject area in the MOI. MOIs aren't going to change. So if you don't have one, then maybe just get a copy of the last one that you can and start studying. And then talk to your team chief, talk to your platoon sergeant about some different situations as it specifically relates to some of these subject areas. Now listen to me, friends. There are a couple subject areas, man, that you have to get right. You have to get right leadership, counseling. You have to get right all of the things where boots hit the ground. You have to get right everything where boots hit the ground. If you can't get those subject areas right, man, I don't need you in that position. Now, again, I get if you'd have a few I don't knows, but spend more of your time on subject areas such as leadership, counseling, customs and courtesies, physical training, right? Health and fitness. Training. All of these areas. Now for the sergeant going to appear before the staff sergeant board, I gotta tell you, I expect more of you. I expect more of you. Because you should already be a T at certain things. Your mettle has already been tested. And you're standing here, you're looking for a go to become an NCO of NCOs, to become a staff sergeant. The stakes are a little bit higher for you, my friends. And I gotta tell you that this is where the majority of the Sergeant Major of the Army's initiatives we're gonna see in place. We'll see them trickling into the specialists looking to become an NCO. Because we need to know that they know this stuff as well. But what you're going to be ground up on is this is my squad. Because you already are an NCO. You need to know your soldiers. If you come into my board and you can't tell me your soldier's first name, their marital status, how their LESs are looking, about their family, where they come from, and you've only got 4 soldiers, if you can't tell me about all 4 soldiers, man, get out of the board. I've had enough of it. We, the Army, we've had enough of dudes who don't know anything about their soldiers. That is going to be way more important than eating the book. Now, you cannot not study. I'm not telling you not to study. And I got to tell you, man, the 2-minute drill, which if you just jumped over here because you're an NCO already, you need to rewind back and look at that 2-minute drill because it applies to you. If you come in here cupcaking and lollipopping, man, I'm going to spit you up and I'm going to tear you out. I got to tell you, you've got to know your stuff. I've seen too many sergeants who can't say the soldier's creed. And if you can't say the soldier's creed as an NCO, if you don't know all 7 Army values, what the hell are we doing? Don't put down the basics. That's what soldiers hate because it proves us to be hypocrites. We have to do better than that, friends. So continue to eat the book. Continue to master your craft. Really master your craft at being a leader of soldiers. Being a leader. That's what you have to demonstrate to the board, that you are. You're not looking for anything else other than to prove your potential based off of your performance. You know your soldiers. Where does that come from? That's right. The creed. So what I'm looking for is that you actually incarnate the creed of the non-commissioned officers day in and day out. I need to know that we can continue to trust those hard issues with soldiers. Because those specialists who appeared before the promotion board to earn the rank of sergeant, they need help from you. And are you going to give them the help that they need? Are you going to be able to tell them the hard no? Are you going to be able to show them the road on how to take care of their soldiers? That's how important this is, friends. All of this is really going to come down to this is my squad, right? But here in this section, I'm going to tell you the number 1 single determinant of whether or not I give you a go. This is the litmus test. The answer to this question will determine if I give you a go or a no-go. And it's going to be based off of everything else that's led up to this point. The 2-minute drill is going to impact this. How you answer questions is going to impact this. How you present yourself, your professionalism is all going to impact this one single question. And it's this. Are you ready, friends? Because this is how serious this is to me. Would I trust my son or daughter in your charge? Friends, if the answer is no, then the answer is no. Because that's how serious this is. And again, everything's going to be based off of everything that's been led up to this point as I start taking pen to paper and circling go or no go. That's how personal leadership is. And that's how it needs to be incarnated and brought to the board in and how you present yourself. Because if it's all just fun and games to you, I don't have time for it. You want to do some fun and games, man, we'll go out back and we'll do some flutter kicks until you puke. Now, for competition boards, I got to tell you, I don't see much changing. So in this section, that's what we're going to talk about. It's competition boards, man. Now, of course, I've been through the Best Warrior competition. I made it to Force Common, came in second place there. I'm a member of the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club. I know what you're going through. It's a whole lot different of a beast, different animal. You're not going to have the time probably to get a lot of situational questions in the Best Warrior competition. I don't see much changing in that format. So you need to eat the book. You need to eat it. And the way to eat it is to get your 3x5 cards and get 2 to 3 questions per subject area off your MOI. Write the question on one side, write the answer on the other. Spend 5 minutes a night. Have your 3x5 cards and just flip through them. Read the questions out loud. This is the number one pro tip I can tell you. Read the questions out loud and then say the answer out loud. Flip the 3x5 card over and see if you were right. If you were right, put it down. If you were wrong, put it in the back of the deck and then keep rolling through, saying them out loud until you have no cards in your hand. Now, once you can get through that deck, answer down, answer down, answer down, answer down, saying them out loud, not just reading them in your head, then add 2 more questions per subject area. Once you have those down, add 2 more questions per subject area. Just keep putting them all back in the same pile and mixing them up, right? Mix mash them. And pretty soon you're going to have a stack of 3x5 cards that thick that you know. And then you need to take all that, take all your skill level 1 and skill level 2 tasks and master those to standard, just like if you're going to compete in an ESB or EIB. Add everything that we've already talked about with how to actually do leadership. And put that in your kit bag, so all those situational questions, and you'll be good to go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the content of the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on some future content. Leave some comments down below, and we will keep this conversation rolling. And as always, until then, you stay stoked.